As many of you know, nothing is easy in life. You must work for everything and think ahead and do what's best for you and the others around you. It's about the decisions you make and how you handle them. Depending on the situation, there will be negative and positive outcomes, but it's up to you to decide how you deal with these outcomes. Today I'll share some things about me and what I like to enjoy doing, as well as some obstacles that I have passed and some that go on every day. At 5 years old, I played baseball and soccer for as long as I can remember. I loved going to practice and games and waking up on game day. Sports were a way to get away from everything for a few hours, and I loved it. No matter what was on my mind, being on the field just cleared that, and there was not a single worry in the world until I got off the field. Being on the field was different. I had one mindset and one goal, and that was be the best I can and do the best I can. But unfortunately, everything that's good comes to an end. When that game or practice was over, it was back to the same thing at home and school, same routine, same stress level with homework and things going on around me. My freshman year in high school, I continued to play soccer, but I also ran winter track. When spring came around, I wanted to join the team. It was a very hard decision giving up baseball for something that was new to me, but I did it. I loved running and I loved winter. Although I've been playing baseball since I was 5 years old, I decided to stop playing and join spring track because I looked down the long road and thought of my options and said that this is the best for me now and later. After being a part of the winter team, I realized how much I loved the sport and loved the teammates. Many of the guys on the team wanted me to run spring, and they told me that it was going to help me for winter next year. Hearing that from the guys definitely had an impact on my decision because of my love for the team. Come my junior year, sign-ups for fall were out, and I told my dad to hold off for a few days and don't sign me up for soccer. He was very confused and concerned with that. He thought there was something wrong or something. I just had told him that I was thinking about running cross country instead of playing. It took him a minute, but he eventually fully supported me and said, do whatever makes you happy, and I'll still be proud of you. Hearing that from him definitely made my decision a lot easier, and it made me feel good about my decision. So I eventually signed up for cross country in the fall. It was a very hard decision, probably the hardest, giving up the two sports I loved, but at this point, I was a 3-season runner. After quitting soccer, I realized everything would be different between my coaches, teammates, and the work ethic. I feel that high school soccer wasn't that competitive. It was very fun. We weren't very good as a team. We didn't really work very hard in practice, or at least some of us didn't, and it would often show in games, but we did work hard in games. I feel like I was not being used to my full potential in the games, even though I was one of the ones putting in the work in practice. That also influenced my choice of joining cross country. Once I joined, I knew everything that I did in practice would help me keep up with the leading runners of the group. Practice for cross country was very competitive, which I loved, and I knew if I could keep pushing myself, I could get better and eventually be great. Ever since joining cross country and track in high school, I knew running is what I loved and would continue to love. I love being a part of the team, getting to push myself every day. Everyone's so supportive on the team, and that just means a lot, especially being new. I was very excited waking up on meet day, knowing that I have to run hard and push myself. Each meet I want to prove to myself and prove to everyone else that I can get better and improve my times. I simply just want to be the best. I also enjoy pushing my teammates as well as making them run harder, work together, and overall do better as a team. My proudest moments are when I achieve my goals on the track and cross-country course and beat my times. I want to push myself and get better each meet. As long as I do that, I am happy. And my dad said he is also proud when I do that. Running is just a way to let everything out and deal with things. No matter what mood I'm in, I can just go for a run. It's just a way to keep things to myself, and it's also at the same time it's making me better as a person and an athlete. Personally, whenever I go through certain emotional stages with different situations, I just want to be alone and not think of it. Running is a perfect example of what I do. When I'm alone, it clears my mind. When I'm running, it clears my mind. And often, you can just ask a buddy to run with you. We're always down to do that. Growing up wasn't the easiest thing either. My parents got divorced when I was 2. And up until freshman year, I did a lot of running back and forth between houses. Running has a lot of emotions with it, and whether I'm physically running or not. But being that young and not realizing what's going on and told you had to go to the other one was hard. The only thought about running was with bags, but I didn't really unpack until freshman year of high school. This was a lot to run back and forth between houses, but not actually running. Eventually, the other parent moved to the same town, so it was very close, and then I actually did physically get to run back and forth. When freshman year came around, it was a lot easier for me, emotionally and physically. They live about 2 minutes away, so it's easy to go back and forth between if I forget something or if I need something, I would just run to get what I need. Unfortunately, sophomore year of high school, my grandfather was diagnosed with kidney cancer, and I knew I wanted to do something, but I didn't know what to do. That year, Relay for Life came to my hometown, so it was a no-brainer to participate and raise the money for him. I like doing the physical things, running and walking, to raise money for the people in need. Unfortunately, a few weeks before I moved into college, I came home from a friend's house to my dad sitting on the couch with a very upset look on his face, and I walked over to him and said, "What's wrong?" Later that night, I found out my younger cousin was diagnosed with lymphoma. It was really hard to find out what was going on, as well as just coming back from a friend's house to find out something as serious like this could happen to someone. My other cousin, her brother, had told me that he wanted to compete in a half marathon to raise money for his sister. And being the person I am and the runner I am, I really wanted to be there with him and run with him. But unfortunately, it was middle of school and I couldn't miss the time. It was during finals. It was just a really hard time for me and everyone else because everyone knew I wanted to be there. If it wasn't for the time at school, I would absolutely be doing that. With all that being said, I'm currently running at Nichols College cross country and track team. It's crazy to me that before high school I could never run over a mile, but now here I am at Nichols running cross country at a D3 level. I won Rookie of the Year, which is a huge accomplishment for me. I finished cross country with the best freshman time. I was really looking forward to the track season, but unfortunately that got canceled due to COVID. I'm extremely proud of myself and humbled that given me the opportunity to run at the collegiate level. Running has ultimately gotten me through a lot of hard times, whether it's been personal problems, family problems, or just straight up dealing with emotions. To be completely honest, I did not think I would be where I am today, making the decisions that I made, giving up the sports that I love. The outcome of my decision making has made me a better person now, and I'm happy with the decisions that I've made living up to today. Thank you.